Okay, guys, we're talking about, and ladies, circles of evaluation. These are the things that we're going to be working on as our first step. By the end of this lesson, you should be one. You can define a function. I can imagine the parts of a program and how they work. And I can use circles of evaluation to solve mathematical problems. At the end of this lesson, these are the three things that you should be able to do. So the first one we're talking about is, what is a program? Well, a program takes an input and gives you sort of an output. That's really a basic, very general idea. Here it is. I'm going to put something in and get something out. If I put raw cookie dough in an oven, my output will be actual cookies. So here's some examples. TurboTax will take all of your income information, your W-2s and your deductions, and will produce a tax return. And when you're playing video games and you're moving your controller and you're going up, down, sideways, A, up, down, down, what happens, what it reads into that input, your new position or your action, depending upon the game that you're playing. In your web browser even. Like, for instance, we're using Chrome. If I type in www.something.com, the output is the page that I was looking for. Like if I go to google.com, Google comes up. If I put, knoxschools.org, and I get the knoxschools.org website. So that's basically what a program does and what it is. You kind of get that? It's real easy to understand. Not a lot of, questions there. And if you've been using inputs and outputs all of your life, like for instance in toast, if I put bread in the toaster, that's my input. When it pops out, it's actual toast. Okay, so let's look at what a function is. Now, a function is basically the same thing as a program. You have your input, which we call the domain. The input is what we call the domain, and your output is your range. It is like what you get. So these are two terms you're going to need: is domain, which is input, and output, which is range. So, but the stuff we put in this is called a string. Not like you tie your shoes with or fly a kite with, but it's like your words, your numbers, the things that go in to make the function work. So, let's kind of look at how we solve a function. So here's a function. It says the f of x equals 3x plus 12. Well, if, for instance, x is 5, what will be the answer? What I want you to do is pause just a moment and see if you can come up with the answer. Then we'll show you exactly how we work this out. Okay, did you take a pause? Well, let's see what happens. If I solve it, you see here that the f of 5, so it would be 3 times 5 plus 12, which gives us 15 plus 12. So that function would be, if 5 is your x, then your action becomes 27. It's easy peasy. Okay, so we're going to stop the video right now, because what I want you to do is you're going to go into the next slide for Nearpod, and you're going to have a short kind of skill check on functions, and we'll be back in a little while. All right, see you guys.